Hey everyone, welcome to our AI marathon. If you have been paying attention and watching, this has been a pretty unique experience for us here at High Level. I have Helena Lu. If you haven't met her, you've got to check out her YouTube channel. That's literally where I look at a lot of the content that she creates. She's a rock star. And just a quick intro about her. She's an AI automation consultant. She's a CEO of a company called Product Camps. She runs really big YouTube channels and a couple of cool projects that she does. And I got a chance to meet her, I want to say a couple of months ago now. And when we were launching this AI marathon event, I thought, man, I definitely have to have her come teach some sessions. So as we kind of plan things out, what we're going to do is teach you how to leverage AI to put together a 90-day social media plan, which you can use it for yourself, or even if you're one of those agency owners or SaaSpreneurs, you could even take this and go out to the market and maybe even do something cool with it. But thanks for saying yes to us.
Well, it's such a pleasure to be here. I love High Level, and I'm such a so grateful for this opportunity to be able to share some knowledge with the audience, and hopefully you can take some nuggets away from this and use it in your own businesses or agency.
Absolutely. So before we get started, tell us your journey into the world of AI or high level in general. Like, give us the background story, give us some context. I know there's a ton of cool projects you work on in general, and if I'm not mistaken, you're in Canada, is that right?
I am
Yeah,
in Canada,
yeah.
but I am a snowbird, so winters. Florida. So I've been involved in AI for quite some time now, starting with Jasper before ChatGPT was even out. But as soon as I saw Jasper and how it could generate text, so at that time it was like magic. Now we kind of take it for granted. I kind of knew it was the future. There's a funny story that I can actually tell. So I grew up kind of like in the 90s, like just as the dot-com bubble, dot-com boom was happening. And then I remember once my parents took me trick-or-treating and we were walking by all of these like huge mansions across Vancouver. And I turned to them and I said, who lives in all those houses? And then they were like, internet millionaires. And that's when I got it in my head that one day I wanted to be one. But unfortunately, I was too young at that time to start my own business. So is to me being in AI right now, it's sort of like fulfilling a childhood dream. And it really brings me a lot of joy to be able to share a lot of this knowledge with everyone on daily basis. So
I love it. And I think you're right. The AI gold rush is just getting started in the grand scheme of things, and it's here to stay. So, yeah, I know just to keep our conversation a bit more structured, you've got some slides and presentations and stuff like that that you prepped. So, if you want to share your screen and let's get started. And those of you that are watching on the live stream right now, give us some comments of where you're checking in from. Tell us what city and state. Tell us if you're excited about AI, or maybe you're like me, you're just totally afraid of it, not sure about what's going to happen, but you're excited for the future. Comment that down as well. But yeah, feel free to share and we'll get started.
yeah, and just one thing to add to that, we're so early in AI. I mean, because we are in it like almost on daily basis, so we feel like um maybe even a sense that we're behind. But when you're looking at the general population, a lot of them haven't even tried ChatGPT yet. So there is so much money that there is still to be made from AI. And one of the best ways to get started that I have seen is GHL, which is why I'm such a passionate about the software and so excited to share this today. So let me just open up my slides here and make it full screen. Today, I want to show you guys how you can actually create 91 days of social media content in under an hour. And this is really great, even if you have your own business, because you can just spend a couple hours and, we're coming up onto 2025 here, and you can just get all your content out of the way. And if you're an agency owner, this is a great foot in the door offer, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, the importance of any business to really have a social media presence is because it engages your customers and prospects organically. It's your way to get your brand message out there and showcase to your customers what you're all about, what do you sell, and it allows you to generate leads organically. So if you have those Instagram posts, which doesn't cost any money to make, and if your customers then click on the link afterwards, then you gain the link organically without paying Zuckerberg over and over again. So that's why it's very important to have an active social media presence. Now, I know a lot of you who want to get started with GHL, and there is just so much functionality within this tool that it could be overwhelming to get to know where do I get started, right? So the strategy that I like to showcase is having a no-brainer offer at the beginning, then offering these small business owners some sort of result, and then getting them to upsell to a recurring revenue model. Now, let me explain how this will work with the social media offers. So your no-brainer offer in this case could be, okay, I'll set up 91 days of social media for you, and I'll talk about why 91 days in a second here. And so, and using AI, this will just be something that takes you about an hour to set up, and then you can show them with the analytics within GHL the organic leads that they were able to capture from these campaigns. And when they see those results, then you can be like, hey, this isn't the only skill set I have. There's so much more that I can set up for you, like missed call text back, like database reactivation, like conversational AI chatbots, AI voice, and Paulson, you probably know more about the
Yeah, the
popular.
AI employee suite. There's a ton of stuff happening.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. Review management. We can help you get more of those positive reviews on Google Maps, etc. And so you could then at that point, when you got the business owner's attention, you could then say, I can offer you this whole suite of services. And to set that whole thing up, when you become familiar with GHL, it's only a couple hours as well. And when you got that whole thing set up, maybe there's some minor tweaks that you had to make throughout the months, but in general, you're just basically collecting recurring revenue over and over again. It's kind of a hybrid model of offering your services plus a software. Now, you may be wondering, well, why doesn't these business owners just go ahead and buy GHL themselves and try to configure it? Because they don't have time. They're busy running their chiro practices or dental practices or real estate businesses, and they don't want another thing on their hands. So that's why they are willing to pay more for someone like you to set everything up for them. All right. So just to recap here so that we all have the 10,000 feet view here. So you would set up a no-brainer offer. So you go to them and say, charge something at cost. You can even say something like 99 bucks or anywhere from 99 bucks to 497, right? A no-brainer offer, just one time fee. You set up this social media planner with post for every single day of the week for them. And then they can see that this works. It brings them a lot of organic leads. And then you can upsell them to a recurring model. All right. Now,
Yeah, I think one of the things that a lot of people get afraid of when it comes to social media is, especially small business owners, they have this perception that they can handle it themselves. They're gonna post on it. They're gonna share ideas, get on a camera, maybe do a selfie video. But in reality, even if they did, it's never consistent, right? It's never a structure to the messaging either. So what you want to do is position this as here's a structure, here's a consistent plan. Now, as a business owner, you can add to it, add layers to it as you feel, fit, and this is a box that you could check off every single day.
exactly. Just something to take off their brand, to take off, it's just a task to take off their hands. And they know that because they are doing it consistently, that they are continuously building their organic reach. And when they have an offer that they want to launch, they can add a second post to that day. And they know they'll get a broader reach because they have a consistent social media presence on all of their accounts, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now this begs the question, how do we now do this at scale? Well, let's take a look. So the first thing you want to do is to create 7 different buckets of topics. And this has to be different topics depending on the type of business that we are talking about. And the reason it's 7 is because there are 7 days of the week, right? So a bucket could be like a question of the day. It could also be like a meme or a comic. It could also be a motivational quote. It could be an engaging question. It could be educational content. It could be this or that, Throwback Thursday. Really let your really let your imaginations run wild here. And to create 91 days of content, we're just doing one topic per day, which gets us 7 posts per week. And if we're trying to get to that 91 days, we just need 13 different posts under each of the topics that we have determined up front. So first we need to know what kind of business we're dealing with. And then from there, we can think of and brainstorm topics that make sense for that business. Then once we come up with those 7 topics, we just need 13 different posts under each one to get to 91 days. And we're going to use AI to do all of this for us, okay? All right, so let's take a look at some examples of topics first, just so that we are on the same page here. So let's say that we are working with an exam prep company. This is what I did with Exams PM. Not many people in the GHL community are as familiar, but I actually ran a project management prep company for 10 years since 2013. So you could do something like a multiple choice question. This gets a lot of engagement. So have a simple question with A, B, C, and D. You could also do a motivational quote like one I have here. This usually gets a lot of likes. You can even put in the captions, like if you agree, then you're definitely going to get a lot of engagement. Back in the days, I actually ran ads to a motivational quote on Facebook and it just says like if you agree, and I ran it to developing countries where the ads are cheaper, and that got me a lot of like to my Facebook page. So FYI, that's a hack. If you want a lot of likes to your Facebook page, just run some motivational quotes to countries where the likes are cheaper. Anyway, that's a secret Facebook ad. Um, so quotes are really great. And you can see here, it doesn't like necessarily have to exactly be the product that you're selling. Like with some of the days, you're just trying to get engagement. You're just trying to show the Facebook or LinkedIn algorithm that you're active on their platforms as well. You can also do funny memes like this one here, when AI suggests adding AI to AI to solve AI problems. You could also do like a this or that, just to get more people engaged with your content. And you can also do giveaways, you could do freebies, you could do the latest news, you could do, there's just so much you could do. You could do a piece of educational content. So it's all just to build up your pages and profile. And when you have that launch that you're doing, it's going to reach more people organically. Okay. And
Yeah,
then you
and I think one of the things as an agency owner or an online digital entrepreneur is that a lot of times it's better to give the clients the freedom to come up with the strategies and ideas. So like they may have industry related things like dentistry, for example. They always wanted to do dental whitening before and afters as a thing every single week, right? You talk to real estate agents, they want to talk about a certain showing that they're focused on, a certain listing. Same thing with like automotive. They have certain deals that they want to push. So you might not have to come up with 7 days of ideas just in general. These are just some inspiration that we're sharing.
Exactly, exactly. You definitely want to have that conversation with the business owner that you're creating this content for to see what they are interested in. And these posts, you can have a call to action after all of them, which just drives that organic traffic to your website, to your opt-in, and lead that lead further down the funnel that you have, right? So great way to drive leads organically. And now to come up with these ideas, you can just use ChatGPT to help you do that. And I'm also going to show you how you can create these posts in under an hour as well. So here's the prompt that you can use here. And it's getting stuck. For some reasons, it's getting stuck. So you have to edit this part out. There we go. All right, so I just copied this prompt all right, so you can see this prompt is not, something complicated or anything like that. It's just I want to create social media content using 7 topics for my business. I will use 1 post per day, and each day will come from a different topic. My business is a dental practice out in Toronto, let's say. What topics do you suggest? So you just fill in whatever the business you're creating for, and ChatGPT actually goes to work and helps you brainstorm these 7 different topics. And after it has brainstormed these topics, then the next part that you can do is, now that you have the 7 topics, I'm going to come up with 13 different social media posts for each of the topics. All right, so you can see here for the dental business, it's come up with oral health tips, myth busting Mondays, smile transformations, behind the scenes, patient spotlight and testimonials, fun facts and did you know, seasonal themes and promotions. All right. So then the second bit of this prompt that we can add in is after it has come up with those topics, now I wanted to come up with the 13 different posts that we can use under each of these topics. And it looks like,
And
please.
mind you, as you are, maybe some of you are really familiar with high level, you obviously have the social planner, but please pay attention to AI employee content AI, right? So that also allows you to create a lot of really, really neat content in general, whether it's written content, blogging, social content. There's a lot of ways to be creative with this whole AI set of features in general, just so you're aware.
Right, right. And now when you're done, there are some other AI tools to now that you can use to turn this into engaging social media content. So one of my favorite ones right now is called Super Meme AI. And what it does is that it allows you to generate a meme with just a prompt. So let's say that, let me just log into my account here. And let's take one of the posts that we have here. Let's see here. Uh, Continue. I'm going to tell ChatGPT here to continue. Um, and we can say, let's just take the first one. Brushing teeth twice a day is good. And I can take it into Super Meme and put in this as the prompt, click generate, and I can even select whether I want an image or a GIF. And boom, within 2 seconds, I have all of these GIFs ready that I can post onto social, right? Like this, something like this is super funny. Dentist visit, night, day, and if I like this one, I can just click download. And now, boom, I have this ready, right? So it literally, as you can see, took 2 seconds to create this meme, and then I already got my captions here, and I can just go ahead and schedule this into Social Planner. So I'll just show you how to do that. So going into GHL in Social Planner here, the first thing you do is you add in all of your accounts. So go to click the drop down here if this is your first time connecting to your social media accounts, and click on new account. And as you can see, it's pretty comprehensive. You can connect it to Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, X, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, and any communities you have. So really a huge time saver. And what I've been really liking about GHL, and I probably will switch in the next little while is switching to the communities. Just a little bit of tangent, something
Yeah,
like
we have something called Go Collab that is launching, which is basically a whole new feature stack just to run a community and membership areas with subscriptions or not subscriptions, however you want to do it. If you go to gocollab.com, you'll see some of the beta stuff that's already out there.
Yeah. And when we're just looking at value, like in terms of value, like school is $97 per month just for the community. And one thing I've been finding with them is they just don't have the APIs to be able to allow you to do all of the automation. So one thing I'm looking into is getting my own groups switched over to GHL, which is actually already included in my plans. All right, so to create a new post here, all we need to do is click on new post here and then select the social media account that we want to connect it to. Let's say it's the Facebook account. It looks like mine here needs to be reconnected. Um, and after it's been connected, once you have connected to all of your accounts, just click on new post, choose the account that you want this post to go on, write your post here. And literally, if we were doing the dentist one, it's as easy as copy and pasting that here, choosing all of the accounts this goes on, and adding in a photo, like the meme that we just uploaded. Boom, add and select, and boom. Just like that, we have our first post ready. I'm not going to actually post this, but I'll schedule it just to show you what the social planner does look like. So if I schedule this post, then it shows me all of the posts that I have coming up. And in a visual way, I can see everything that's going out on all of my accounts, right? So this is a great way to just show your clients what posts are going out in a very organized fashion. Now, that's how you do one post. And if we want to speed this up, we can also use Canva is another favorite tool of mine. And we can use the bulk create feature inside of Canva to create these kind of posts very, very quickly. So let's suppose that we were looking for the um, quiz template, and when we find a quiz template that we like something like this, for example, I just choose the first one I see, we can customize this template and we can ask ChatGPT to create a list of dental, quizzes. If
Yes,
we,
yeah.
yeah, and
Maybe let's do a real estate quiz, I guess, instead of just
oh
dental. Um,
yeah,
um, what is the average? I don't know. Um, let's see, price point for a middle class family. I don't know. I'm just coming up with ideas here.
for social media. Let's ask ChatGPT. So we're switching gears a bit. Let's say we're switching um to real estate. Oh, each question has to have four multiple choice answers. Tell me the correct answer as well. Think of this as real estate trivia. Okay, so I put in my prompt, come up with 13 real estate questions that can be used for social media. Each question has to have four multiple choice answers. Tell me the correct answer as well. All right, so
Oh wow, that's quick.
yeah, yeah. So it's got the 13 questions here. And what I can do is, let's say I wanted to use this template, I'm happy with it. I can actually scroll down here and go to bulk create. And I can, I guess in this case, do enter the data manually, or I could upload the data. So let's do one thing here. Reorganize this data so that in a table format so that the question is in column A, answer A is in column B, etc. So let's get it all organized in a table, and we're going to copy and paste this table over into bulk create in just a second here. Let me go ahead and delete. All right.
I hope you guys are all loving this as we go through and build out this kind of a practical experience here. So I'm watching the comments. Let me know if you have any feedback or if you want to add anything to it. We love the interaction. Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
let's see
So,
here. Yeah, I
oh,
like this quiz idea. Quizzes, I think, engages people pretty well.
return the table, uh, playlist trivia questions. ChatGPT, don't let me down. Um,
So there are AI tools out there that does social media posting and social media curation. Why do you recommend high level in general? Like, what's the benefit to the business owner when I guess things are in one place?
It's great to have things in one place. What I really like about HighLevel is the automations that go along with it. So now you can even have review automations, which so far GHL is the only platform that I have seen that does that. So as soon as someone replies to a comment, you can have the review automation set up to reply to them automatically. And when you have everything in one place, it's just nice that you don't have to go to 10 different platforms to get everything you want. Um, and the other thing is that it's kind of like part of the overall AI agency strategy that I talked about in the beginning, that this is just your foot in the door offer. You give them something that is such a no-brainer to sign up for, show them all the organic leads that they have, and then you can be like, okay, it's costing you $5 to get a lead from Facebook ads right now. I just charged you X dollars, whatever it could be, like $97, $4.97, whatever. And I got you 100 leads. So clearly I got you a X% ROI. And then you can say something like, this isn't the only thing I can do. Here's a whole bunch of other things that you can add to your business to help you with automations. For an agency, it's great because you can create these automations once, tweak it a little bit, and have it work in any business. So it's the efficiency factor of not having to use like 10 different tools. It's the fact that you can splinter off one aspect of GHL, create that no-brainer offer, and then upsell them. So it gives you that whole range of product lines by just learning one tool. That's what
Got
I
it.
find.
Yeah. Yeah, not to mention you can track all the engagement and handle the engagement in one place typically. And just have also multiple people of that business engage with you in a same similar location. So if they have five people that handle different duties, they can all five can just log in and see all the activities in one place. So they don't have to just call the marketing agency for something that they want visibility on. They can just access it themselves. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's just perception of access that I think a lot of business owners love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, yes, please. Yes. So I'm just
Yeah,
downloading.
what's happening here?
It's giving me the table to download as an Excel file, which I'll do here. Hopefully it did it right. If not, we had to modify the prompt to do it again. Um, but it's incredible that things like this that would take hours to do in the past, now AI can do it within seconds, really. Um, all right, come on, hurry up, open up. You can also try see if which one's faster. Like shaped, file, open, upload this file and see if it opens up. Oh, perfect. All right, so we opened this up and we can see it's given us the question. The answers are A, B, C, and D, and the correct answer. So I'm just going to copy over this table and I'm going to go over to Canva and paste all of this in, click done. And now all I need to do is insert in where the question is going to go, the answer for A, B, C, and D, and then the right answer. So I can just do here, connect. So you just click on where you want that question to go, and then click on connect data. And I want this piece to be connected to the question. And then answer A, do the same thing. It's going to be connected to answer A. Answer B is going to be connected to answer B. Answer C is going to be connected to C. And finally, we have D, which is going to go to D. And once we're done, you can click continue. And you can see all of the posts that we just have, and then generate all of the designs that we had just created. And boom, we have 13 different quizzes created here. So just to fix it up a little bit, I probably will either lower the font size of these or just stretch these boxes out a bit, as I can see that these ones don't really fit as well. So you can play around with it a little bit just to make sure that everything looks good. And once all of that is done, then you can just press download and download each of these images, and there you have it. Then you have your entire one topic done within, again, just a matter of minutes. And there are so many pre-built in templates in Canva already that you can just really just even just choose 7 different templates and you're good to go just like that.
Yeah. What it seems like it's just like it's the load of work is in the beginning of the relationship, and you can just showcase the results as pre-scheduled, and then you kind of have a foot in the door offer, right? So can you share a little bit more about what that means? Like what is a foot in the door offer? What is like a Trojan horse? What's the concept of sales there? Why is that even needed as a agency or I guess a freelancer?
Yeah, for sure. So business owners, you had to realize they don't buy AI for the sake of AI. They buy AI, when they buy AI, it has to be linked to an ROI. And business owners only care about 2 things at the end of the day. They either care about increasing their revenue or decreasing their cost. And if you can't prove that your service does one of those 2 things for them, then you're just an expense, right? So so many people get caught in the hype of AI, but you have to really be able to communicate to the business owner how this product will help their business, right? So something like a social media campaign, it's driving organic leads to them. Your Trojan horse, where your foot in the door offer could also be a database reactivation. It could also be a AI chatbot setup where it allows them to answer customer inquiries 24/7, even when their secretary isn't in the office, right? So it's just a no-brainer offer that can deliver an instant hit of result to them, so that they can see and understand the value of AI. In the beginning, when we were speaking, Paulson, we were saying how early we are to AI. And a lot of business owners, they're so entrenched in their own business that they're not keeping up with the latest in AI, like, we have, and they don't know what's possible. So it's really our job to show them what's possible and how it can deliver a positive ROI to them.
Absolutely. So maybe let's go back to the presentation and just
Yeah.
talk about a couple other things, which is the recurring revenue. So like what kind, I know you said the no-brainer offer and it delivers initial results. What is recurring revenue? Like what, talk to the person that's just starting out in the world of marketing, right? Why is this different than maybe high ticket offers or one-time payments or like standard marketing services or Facebook ads? Like, can you help us understand the SaaS component of this essentially?
Yeah, so recurring revenue is revenue that happens month after month. And what I like to describe this is almost like a hybrid SaaS. The reason I say hybrid SaaS is because you're kind of combining your services with a SaaS component, the SaaS component being GHL. It's nice because if you're doing something like Facebook ads management, you're going into their account and you're managing their ads every single day. So there's active labor needed in that. But when you set up like a recurring revenue based on SaaS, it's something that's labor intensive in the beginning. So when you're just setting up the AI chatbot or AI employee for the first time, it's going to take, a couple hours, but then you get paid for that over and over and over again. Like there's one client that I work with. Um, that has been paying me $500 a month for an AI chatbot that I set up back in February, right? And I haven't made one single change to that AI chatbot so far. Um, eh, Now, I'm not saying all clients will do that, but when you combine a software component to a service component, it's something that's repeatable that allows you to uh, get that recurring revenue that allows you to predictably estimate how much you can make every single month, if that
I
makes
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. And oh, also the churn factor, right? So like when you do talent-based services like Facebook ads, SEO, even like creative design, you're only as good as the talent you have. The other thing is if they have another expense anywhere else, often marketing takes the hit of a budget cut, right? So you often typically face a lot of churn when you provide services only without a product attached to your business. So like a lot of the bigger agencies, they lean in with the SaaS offer, then expand into services. And when the services are no longer needed, they fall back into SaaS as like an insurance cushion of some kind. But yeah, it's interesting that you said you had a client from February that you haven't really had to touch, paying you, pretty good, pretty good rein on what the actual setup is.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And GHL is continuously expanding. So there are brand boards here now. You can also use ChatGPT right inside of GHL if you don't want to pay for the premium accounts. And you can generate all your text, using that prompt that we just showed right inside of the platform and have all of your content scheduled, be able to manage all of your content in one place and manage all the comments that come along with it. So I just think it's a great all-in-one tool for a very affordable price. Like I was saying earlier, even just the community aspect without all the automation, something like School or Circle, it's going to be like, 97 to 197 per month. That's just that by itself. And then you add on the social planner on top of that. I think it starts at like $19, depending on the platform that you're using, and probably goes up to like 97 per month. So, whereas GHL, the starting plan is 97, gives you all of the features, and you can add on, I think, two, maybe three sub accounts. And then if you're on the
Yeah,
297, it's unlimited. So for the
yeah,
value of what you pay, I think it's great because you have a fixed cost, but you can add on as many clients as you
yeah.
want.
And in the context of AI, right now we're in a season that we call Season of AI until December 31st. So like what we're doing is we're mainly doing this to create exposure. Obviously, AI costs a lot, but we want everyone to use our AI features. So all the AI employee stuff and everything is pretty much free all the way until the end of the year. And then, we'll have pay by use kind of a pricing eventually in January. But Helena, bring us home on what we should do, especially if you're starting out. I think this is a great segment for someone who's pretty new in the world of marketing or maybe consulting or maybe a new online entrepreneur. This is a great foot in the door offer, if you ask me. And you can lean in on the trend and the buzz of AI and have a 90-day plan, go to a mom and pop shop and do pretty well, in my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. And once you get that foot in the door, I think what you said was, really great. There's still a month and a half of left of GHL's season of giving. And what's great about that is you can offer them like voice AI, you can offer them conversation AI, and all of the whole AI employee suite without paying um, for use. So you can sign up as many clients as you want and get them, that AI receptionist for them to try. Get them that AI chatbot to try without incurring any more money on your end. So those are really all great ways to get your foot in the door. And like I said before, get that foot in the door, and then try to get that recurring payment, right?
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing this session with us. How can people find you? I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel, so I keep telling people to check that out. But um, give us a rundown of where we can find you.
Yeah, so YouTube would probably be the most popular place to find me, and you can just search for me by my name, Helena Liu, Helena space Liu. You can also find me on LinkedIn, or you can send me an email at support@productcamps.com. So PRODUCTCAMPS, productcamps.com. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for watching for another episode of our AI marathon. This, segment that we're doing. We appreciate all the engagement, the positive words that we're hearing everywhere else. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.